a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay now. The sun is here to stay.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Lone Star Planner Girl. This is Crystal, and today is the plan with me for May 11th through the 17th. And to address the elephant in the room, ignore the finger. I had a fight with a kitchen utensil and lost, and it's really not as bad as the bandage makes it look. It's just at an awkward place on the finger that regular band-aids don't really want to stick. So anyway, just to flip through, this week has turned out really fun. This is a little bit busier than I normally have my spreads, but I have really enjoyed filling this out. This is a little bit more typical for my spreads. As you can see, it's very functional and it's still pretty. But this Cinco de Mayo kit from Mandalin Plans just, knocks it out of the ballpark. And I've had a lot of fun kind of writing little notes and little memories and sort of adding things in. So I think I'm going to go a little bit more like this again this week and have a little bit of fun. I am using this Platinum Preppy fountain pen in Fine. It is the 03 nib, and it has one of my gray inks in it, and I honestly have inked it so long ago I don't remember which one it is. It is not my Iroshizuku Fuyusyogan. That's a little bit later, and it is also not my J. Herbon Gris Noir. I don't speak French because it's too dark for that. So I'm not sure which gray ink is in here, honestly, to be totally, it shades really well though. Most of what I have are samples, and so I would have to go through all my samples and figure out which one it is. It's beautiful though, and I'm loving it, so I'm going to stick with it again this week. As you can see, I pre-planned just a little bit, not too much. Don't have any fun holidays this week like we did last week, but we are going to be using one of the kits that I picked up for the Fauxbonichi Lovers sale. This is by Raspberyl Designs, and it is designed for the Fauxbonichi cousin, and it is just this really pretty floral. She does her kit slightly differently. It is one where the day covers are actually individual stickers. And then you do get 2 strips of washi, one on each page. Down here at the bottom are little headers cut out of this. So the washi stickers are just a little bit shorter. And I do have plans for that, so I think that'll work out really well. I did already check, and this makes me happy, these bow checklists actually do fit the grid. And if you've watched anime videos, you know that that's a big sort of checkbox for me. I don't mind it when sticker designers size down or size up other kits that they've made, but typically then checklists don't fit the kind of odd grid size of the Fauxbonichi books because it is Japanese and not American. Most of the checkboxes designed for like Erin Condren or the 5mm dot grid journals don't size down appropriately to fit. However, I did check these and they do fit the grid space, so yay, that makes me super happy. She does have some cute little script stickers down here. I don't think I'll be using those because I am completely obsessed with the new Mandalin Plans font. Obviously, I will not be using the days of the week this week because that is included in the kit. I will be using the date dots out of this kit by Sari May 3 that I used a few weeks ago, just because I want to finish using up the date dots out of it. And they actually look like they'll fit perfectly in the dots for that. And then I have the new script stickers for church, trash, school, grocery shopping, to-do, and meal plan. And then, as always, I have my Plan for Happy film edit upload. Helps if you do them right side up. Stickers, this is just one that I've print in color, and this is one that I've print in black and white. So I pulled them both out, wasn't sure which one would go best with this week. So I will set those aside. Also have my handy dandy little tweezers. And look what I pulled out. I pulled out my stencil, so I actually have something to rip with that's not the size of the whole page. All right, so we are just going to get started. I just put down this while I was planning this out earlier this week. Goodness gracious, not having a pointer finger on one hand, even if it's your offhand, is really obnoxious. Just saying. And for those of you that must know what happened, I was simply chopping up some vegetables for dinner one night, and an onion rolled underneath my finger, or underneath my hand, and my very newly sharpened kitchen chef's knife met my finger, and it was a very shallow slice, so I didn't even get stitches. If it had been more of like a stabbing or a deep cut, obviously they would have, but it's more like a slice off the tip of my finger, caught the edge of my fingernail. So we will see if that did any permanent damage to my fingernail or my nail bed. Hopefully not. And normally during the day, I'll wear just a regular Band-Aid over it, but this breathes a lot better. This is just regular cotton gauze. And I like to give it as much air as possible to heal. So yeah. And as you can see, this is getting worse as I go through this particular signature. This is the planner that I made. I printed and I bound it together. And what I've noticed on several pages now is that I didn't catch when I was binding that these pages are off in this signature. And it's only been in this signature so far. So this is got a lot more room up here, so it's giving me a lot more space in my weather tracking than on this side, which is really annoying. And so down here I have a lot more space than I do down here. It's obnoxious and it's gonna drive me nuts. And I wonder if these are, I have no idea if this is removable sticker paper. We're gonna try and see if I can just move it down. Okay, I can tell by the way that came up, this is not intended to be removable sticker paper. You pull it up pretty quickly, like you just saw me there. It only sat there for a few seconds. You might be able to get it up okay, but this is not intended to be removable sticker paper. It actually feels quite a bit thicker than regular sticker paper. I do not know, I do not recall reading if they specify which type of paper it is on the website. I will have to go look. But now that I'm feeling it and actually pulling the stickers off the page, they do feel quite a bit thicker than your standard planner stickers. And I don't know if that's because I know a lot of sellers purchase from, yeah, definitely not removable, online labels. And I don't know if they purchase from somewhere different or if they just purchase a different kind. I know Online Labels sells multiple different kinds of label paper or sticker paper. And it doesn't matter, really, in the general, except when you're trying to pull stickers up and move them. Okay, yeah, these are definitely not removable. I'm making it work, but it definitely ripped a couple of places in my page. The only way I can see this being a real issue as far as like thickness is concerned is if you use a ton of stickers and don't like a bulky planner. Then these probably wouldn't work out so well for you. But as long as that's not a bother for you, the reason I really wanted to try this kit, make sure you're still in frame, is because they are designed with the individual days, which for this particular layout with the stacked weekend, I normally have to cut the washi strip that is the day cover. So it is very nice to have these already done, and then I don't have to worry about it. So that's cool. And then what I am going to do that I really enjoy this week, and see, this is why I printed what I printed with very, very light gray font. I did the lines and the times with very light gray font. That way it would be really easy to ignore. And I actually really enjoyed having the times covered up. So I'm just going to do that again with these washi strips. And I actually think they are going to be the perfect width or if not the perfect width, pretty darn close. I might have to trim a bit on the sides of the page, and that's okay. I absolutely do not mind doing this. I'm pretty sure these are designed to go across the bottom of the page. Since this is not an A5, I can't test that. Yeah, I'll just have to trim maybe 1/8 of an inch off. This side, I actually think I might be able to get away with it. Maybe not. Because I don't want to cover up any of my... How far does this go? Like that. Is it gonna let me? No, okay. So what I'm gonna do, let's just whip this out and trim just a smidge off the edge, because this paper is thick enough, I don't think it will bend easily in the crease of the planner, and I don't want to go over onto my column width, just because I'll lose writing space. That should do it. Oh yeah, perfect. And then that will nicely cover up my times. Oh, so pretty. Oh, that makes me happy. I love it when things measure out quite like that. And like I said, I'm pretty sure these are designed to go across the bottom of the A5 page, but since mine is a self-made sort of Fauxbonichi Frankenhobo, or however, oops, sorry, totally hit that with my head. Since my planner is a Fauxbonichi or a Frankenhobo or whatever the heck you want to call it, I cannot test that theory for sure. I bought these back in March, like I said, during the Fauxbonichi Lovers sale. Raspberyl Designs had a really great discount, and I had never tried them before, so I was excited to give them a shot. And so far, I am quite pleased. Their designs are really cute. They don't have a whole bunch of options, but they do have enough to make it really cute. It'll be fine. All right, so what I'm going to do is make like a little to-do list. And as you can see, the bows match perfectly. Well, you might not be able to see it actually because my grid is so pale. The bows, just take my word for it, the bows on these checklists, make sure you can see this, actually match the grid perfectly. So yay for that. Okay, I'm gonna skip the pattern that I was going on because I don't want the dark blue checklists on top of the dark blue washi, which I realize is a little particular, but oh well. All right, so and I think for I am getting ahead of myself. So I think what I'm going to do this is going to be my nails, because I completely didn't realize that that was in here. And this is going to be my bills. I don't want either one of these dark blue next to either one of these. So I'm going to put middle of the day-ish. And again, since I designed this Fauxbonichi cousin to be the same column size as the cousin, all of these stickers fit perfectly widthwise. Some of, I saw these pretty boxes. I just want to, I mean, they are gorgeous. The sort of watercolor looking ones. So pretty. Yep, definitely. I do want to leave some space for weather tracking. And let's see what. I think we're just gonna go with that one for trash. And then I think, do I want to use those? No, because they're not the same. Okay. Yes, that's what I want to do. Okay, so what we are going to do is use these small boxes just to label to-do list, which is all this is going to be, like to-dos, priorities, that kind of thing. Like that. And I realize that's 2 gray stickers next to each other, but yeah, we'll have to survive with it because I don't have any more. Let's see. I wonder. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to put this one down. And it's so pretty. I'll just put this here. There we go. That'll work. I don't think I'm going to do that on every column because I do want to leave space for notes and that sort of thing. All right, so we are going with the 11th, 12th. I do want to have some kind of label header thing for that. Alrighty. And I also need a small box here. And that is for church, which is of course still just a live stream. Lovely. Trash out Tuesday night. And then we have school. We are so close to being done. I cannot wait to be done. Neither can my son. We've actually finished up about half of his subjects at this point, so it really is just that close. All right. Grab my to-dos. Like I said, I'm just loving this new font from Mandolin Plans as an alternative to the hand lettered. I like the hand lettered. It's beautiful, but sometimes I just want, oh, that is not straight. I just want the sort of more simple, less flowery, for lack of a better word, font. Especially as a contrast when you have a really pretty busy kit. It's nice to have, in my opinion, it's nice for me to have this sort of really simple, clean font instead of the bouncy, loopy hand lettering stuff, which is gorgeous, but also not always conducive to a simple, that's not even. Okay, so the grocery shopping one doesn't quite go edge to edge. Good to know. I thought it would because that's a long word. Okay. Payday groceries. Oh, do I have a payday sticker in this kit? Ah, there is a payday sticker for this kit. Okay. I about missed it. No, I don't want to do it down there. I want to do it up here. Yep, because that is going to be weather. Okay. I think I'm going to go with the smaller ones. I prefer to film on Wednesday, but if I'm honest, it generally doesn't happen until Thursday. If I'm going to be honest. Ooh, you know what? I'll stick that in my to-do list. There we go. Nope, don't want to cover up that sticker. Stick it down here. There we go. I do try to edit and upload on Fridays, which makes my Fridays a little bit busy. But I like to have them uploaded, that way I can do whatever final editing I need to do in YouTube Studio and have them post on Saturday or Sunday, so you guys have a chance to watch them as you plan your week. At least that's the general idea behind it. Okay. This is just, I love these pens. They write so smoothly and they're like $3 or $4. And if you get, from Goulet Pens, they have a converter kit, or not kit, but they have special rubber O-rings and some thread grease that you can actually turn this whole thing into a massive ink holding reservoir to fill with like a dropper. Because I don't think there's a converter that fits this, and it does take cartridges originally, which I prefer not to use. So I got the O-rings and the grease, and actually this whole thing now, the entire body of the pen can be filled with ink and sealed. And the preppies are actually designed with a rubber gasket in the lid that keep it from drying out in long periods of not being used. So that's why I say I've had this filled for so long, I don't remember which ink it is, and I do mean that. It's been months. And as you can see, it writes perfectly. It has not dried out. So definitely worth it. It's a very smooth writing pen. It does come in several different nib sizes. Like I said, this is the fine, which is the 0.3. It also comes in extra fine, which is 0.2, and I believe it comes in like a stub or calligraphy nib as well. Reminders on what bills to pay this paycheck. Ooh, all right, so this paper is not exactly fountain pen friendly, as you can see, or you might be able to see. I don't know how well this is picking up. It's feathering pretty badly, which is fine. A lot of paper straight up is not fountain pen friendly. So you see how the edges of this are nice and crisp and clear, and this is feathering out and blurring everywhere, which is kind of disappointing, but that's okay. I will finish with my really beautiful pen, which is gorgeous. Oh, there we go. Too bad it was only one. And yeah, that's going to be it for the basic layout. What I will do is add my weather across the top as the week goes by. As you can see over here, I kind of moved it to different places just because of how I had laid everything out. I specifically left a little bit of space each day for this. except for Sunday, which I'll probably put right here horizontally. My to-do lists will get filled in as the week goes on. My meals, when I do my meal planning, will get filled in. And then I will do the same thing that I did here with other notes and memory keeping and everything else. And I think this is such a pretty kit to do this with. So again, this is a kit that I picked up during the Hobonichi Lovers sale by Raspberyl Designs. I will link it below in their website. They have raspberyldesigns.com and they also have Instagram at raspberyldesigns. They have lots of kits for different size planners. They don't have a massive selection for the cousin. I think they have a bigger selection for the weeks, as is fairly common. But they do have several really, really cute kits. I got more than one, so this is the first kit of theirs that I'm trying, and I'm very pleased. It fits very nicely. The colors are crisp and clear. The stickers all came up well. This sticker paper is not removable. Important note. So as you lay them down, make sure it's where you want them, because you're not pulling them back up again without ripping your paper. But overall, I'm in love. I think this is great, so I will definitely be a repeat customer of Raspberyl Designs. I hope you've enjoyed this plan with me, and hopefully can get some inspiration from some of my spreads. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful week, and we will see you guys next time.
Hey now, take a step outside and seize the day now. Set aside your worries, it's okay.